Hello soulmates, welcome back again to the channel. Today my name is Jenny. So today's video I'm going to be taking you all the way through to the cutting and the sewing of this beautiful Bubu dress. As you can see, so it has Ankara patches design at the front. So if this sounds like what you're interested to learn, guys, stick around to the end and don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Without wasting your time, guys, let's get into it. Welcome back again, soulmates. So guys, this is the fabric I'm going to be using for the making of this dress. So if you're making this dress, please don't use a very strong fabric or a soft fabric, okay? Just use a medium texture of fabric. So I have a Duchess fabric there. So I also have this scrap of Ankaras that I'm going to be using for the patches, okay? So just go ahead and pick any scrap of Ankara that I've used before for the patches. So guys, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into two, and I have just 2 yards of this fabric. So just go ahead and fold it into two like this. Then you go ahead and fold it this other way. So you don't fold it like the regular way we normally fold our fabric, okay? So this is just 2 yards and I'm going to just manage it up. Please, when you are making yours, I will advise you to get more than 2 yards, okay? Because I really tried my best in managing this fabric. I will go ahead and divide my shoulder measurement into two. I got 7.5. Then the remaining 6 inches is going to be used for the sleeve. I'm also going to add extra 2 inches to that so that the sleeve can be long enough, okay? Then after that, I'm going to mark my neck width of 3 inches. Then I'll come down by 1 inch for the neck depth. So 1 inch is for the neck depth. Then I'll also come down by 8 inches for the front neck depth, okay? So the front is going to have a V neckline like you see on the thumbnail. So guys, I'm going to just connect it like this. So go ahead and connect the neckline of the back and also connect the neckline of the front. So after doing that, now I'll go over to the sleeve area. I'll come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. So from that 1 inch, I'm going to come down to the length I want the sleeve opening to be. So instead of using my regular 8 inches, I added 1.5 inches to my regular 8 inches for my armhole length, okay? So which gave me 9.5. Then on that 9.5 line, I'm going to divide my hip measurement by 4 and I'm going to add extra 3 inches, okay? So 2 inches for ease, 1 inch for stitching allowance. Then go ahead and check what you have there. So all I have in total, I think, is 13 inches. Then I'm going to just mark this 13 inches all the way to the end of my gown length like this. So just go ahead and mark it all the way to the end of the gown length, just like the way you see me doing like this on the screen. So guys, after marking it out, the next thing I'm going to do now is to determine my gown length. So my gown length is 60 inches. I'm going to add extra 2 inches to that, so which is going to give me 62 inches. The 2 inches is for the stitching allowance, okay, because I'm going to join the shoulder area. So go over to the sleeve area and curve this part like this, okay? Just curve it this way. Then after curving it, go ahead and draw out your shoulder slope like you see me doing like this. So guys, this is it. Very easy and very simple. The next thing to do now is to cut out the back neckline. Please go ahead and cut out the back neckline first before the front neckline. Then after cutting out the back neckline, go ahead and cut out the rest of the parts. So guys, after cutting it out, this is what we are having. So we are going to just remove the inner one. This is going to serve as the back piece, okay? Then I'll go ahead and refold this back, that is the front piece. I'm going to fold it again so that we can cut out the front neckline. Go ahead and cut out the front neckline like this. So after cutting out the front neckline, guys, this is what we are having. We are done with the cutting, so we are heading straight now to the stitching of this dress. But the first thing I'm going to do is to cut out the facing. So this is going to have a facing. You can use your bias strip, but I want to use a facing for this. So I've gone ahead to cut out this little piece of fabric I'm going to be using for the facing. So I'm going to just place this front piece on it like this. So just watch what I'm doing, especially those of you that don't know how to cut facing. This is very easy. Just place it like this. Then after doing that, make sure everything align and is sitting properly on the piece of fabric. Then you go ahead and cut out the neckline. Okay, then cut out any excess you have at the shoulder area, just like this. So you can see what I'm doing. Then after you are done, remove the front piece. Then you go ahead and curve out the shape you want for the facing. So you can see what I'm doing. This is the shape I want, so I'm just going to cut it out. So after doing that, guys, this is what we are having now for the front facing. So I'll go ahead and cut out the back facing. After getting the facing now, the next thing I'm going to do is to head over to my sewing machine and stitch up this facing together with the front piece. Place it right side to right side like this and go ahead and stitch it by 1/2 inch, then turn it over. So guys, this is the back piece, and I've also cut out the facing for the back, you can see. Then go ahead and stitch up the neckline and turn it over. So guys, this is me on the sewing machine trying to stitch up the neck area of the front. After stitching it down, I went ahead to use my hemming gum to hold it down. Okay, then I ironed it out. You can see how relaxed it is. So go ahead and do the same. Okay, so when I turn it to the front, guys, this is what you should have. The next thing now we're going to do is to extend the sleeve length. So I've cut out this piece for the sleeve length. So the width of the fabric I cut out is 5 inches. On fold will give you 2.5 inches. So stitch by 1/2 inch, you'll be left with 2 inches. I hope you understand. So guys, this is the back piece. I've also gone ahead to hold the neck area with my hemming gum and I ironed it out. So I'll also go ahead and do the same for the sleeve of the back. Coming to the patches now, you can go ahead and use a round object to cut out the patches, okay? But for me, I'm going to be marking it out on this paper. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting out the round shape using this paper. So you can see the way I'm folding my paper. Okay, just concentrate on the way I'm folding this paper. You can see you fold it into 4 as if you are folding your flare. So you are going to have 2 close edge and 1 close edge, and also the open sides. Okay, then after doing that, now coming to this point, you can see that point, I'm going to extend my tape by 3 inches like this. So I'm going to be marking 3 inches all over the paper like this. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm going round, marking 3 inches. So by the time I open it up, we are going to have 6 inches. I hope you understand. So I will just go ahead now, connect all these points together. Then the next thing is to cut it out. So guys, after cutting it out, this is what we are having. You can see the round shape now we are having on this paper. So I will use this to cut out my fabric. So I'm going to just place it on this fabric. Okay, so you can place it right side or you can place it at the wrong side of the fabric. It doesn't matter. Then the next thing now is to just trace it out like this and cut it out. After cutting it out, this is what we are having. So I folded my fabric into 2. That is why I have 2 folds. So I'm going to also use this to cut out the remaining pieces of Ankara I have here. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut it out, and this is all I have. I think I have about 9 of it. You can see the patches. So the next thing now is to go ahead and place my hairstay on it so that it can be strong. So you can go ahead and weave yours if you want, but I'm using a bias tape. So guys, this is me on the sewing machine. You can see. So like I said earlier, I'm using a bias tape to hold it round. So when you are doing this, you have to be careful so that it doesn't come out looking so rough. Okay, so you can see the way I'm doing it is not as easy as you think, but I assure you, you pull through. Okay. I'm done stitching it down. You can see how it's looking. You can see how it's looking neat. And these are the other ones I've done already. So these are the pieces I have here. These are all the patches I have. Like I said earlier, I have 9 of them. So you can see all the patches. So you can make yours 12. It depends the design you are going for, okay? Yours can be more than 9. Yours can be less than 9. So I don't know. Depend on what you are going for. So the next thing now I'm going to do, guys, is to bring the front piece, and this is what the front piece is looking like. So you can see the sleeve over there, we've extended it. The next thing now to do is to place the patches on the front piece like this, okay, before attaching the back piece. At this point, there is no particular way of placing these patches. You can just make any design of your choice. You can place it at the side or at the middle, okay? So there is no particular way of doing this. So I'm just going to place it towards the side like this and going all the way to the center of it. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to check it properly like this. So after getting the desired design I want, the next thing I'm going to do is to insert my hemming gum so that it can hold it together, okay? So I'm just going to insert the hemming gum, then I'll iron it out so that it can stick all the patches down together before I stitch it down. So this will make it very, very easy for me when I'm stitching it down, okay, so that it will not move all around. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it down, and this is what we are having. The stitching of these patches are not really easy, but you have to take it gently. So after doing that, the next thing I did now is to bring out the back piece. So you can see the back piece. Now place it right side facing like this, okay? So just place it right side facing, stitch up the shoulder area. Then the next thing now to do is to go ahead and arrange it properly so that we can stitch up the side. So for me, I want this to have a pocket, so I'm going to just measure from the shoulder to my half length, which is 16.5. Then from that 16.5, I will go down by 7.5 inches, okay? That is how I want the pocket to be. Then I'll go ahead and stitch it all the way from the sleeve like this. Just follow my hand demonstration and you will get it properly. So just stitch like that all the way to the pocket and take it to the side and all the way to the end like this, okay? So we are going to have a slit at the end of this gown because we are going to be folding the hem of this gown by 1 inch. So I'm going to just mark 13 inches, okay? The length of the slit is 12 plus the folding at the bottom part, making 13 inches. This slit area, you don't need to close it up, okay? You just need to leave it open and you fold it in like this. So you can see what I'm doing. So just go ahead and fold it in. This is what the wrong side of this dress is looking like. So I've gone ahead to stitch up the shoulder area and the side, so you can see I've not attached the pocket yet. And this is the bottom part. You can see the slits all the way. You can see the opening so that I can walk freely with this gown. That is the essence of the slit at the bottom part. So after doing this, the next thing now to do is to go ahead and notch this hammer area so that it can relax properly, okay? So go ahead and notch it gently. After doing that, the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and hem the bottom part. So go ahead and fold it in like this, okay, and iron it out. This is what the final look of this dress is looking like. So I'm going to need to fold the hem part, and this is what the bottom part of the dress is looking like. So let me go ahead and show you how it looks on me. So guys, this is how it looks on me. I hope it came out beautiful because I really loved it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.